And welcome back to the Black Tornado Podcast, your home for underground metal, but not today. Today, we're your home for folk, punk, southern gothic music, which I have a lot of questions about. We're going to get into all that. I'm hanging out with Solomon from Damn Near Dead. What's up, dude?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me on.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yep.
I don't know what southern gothic music is.
A lot of people don't. I'm not sure I even do.
I mean, I have ideas based on your music. I know what folk music is. I know what punk music is. I'm not overly familiar with folk punk music. So this will be interesting. And for people listening at home, don't hang on. Don't go nowhere yet. I know what you're gonna say. Oh, you're not playing slam and death metal, right? Okay, not today. But listen to me here. This means lyrics, the licks, the riffs. Hang out, because you're gonna dig this. If you enjoy any kind of anybody that knows me personally, the only country I like is outlaw country, right? So it's Waylon Jennings, and it's Johnny Paycheck, and it's all these old school cats, right? And all their lyrics were they just weaved this incredible story, and each track was like its own little book. And I'm telling you, Damn Near Dead, that's what we're bringing you today. So just hang on. We're not going to be, it's no blast beats today. But trust me, you've been hanging out with me for 2 years now. Longer if you listen to the 2016 show. I don't play nobody that sucks. I only play people that put out good tunes. So far, if you've listened to every show, I have not steered you wrong yet. So take the chance with me. Let's hang out. Let's talk to Solomon. Solomon, tell me what the hell is going on with folk punk and southern gothic.
Well, so folk punk I would describe as it's folk music played by people who don't know how to play guitar, pretty much.
Oh, so I could make folk punk.
Oh yeah. You don't even need all
Nice.
6 strings. Yeah, just
I have a cigar box guitar with 3 strings. Can I use that?
Perfect. Absolutely. Yeah, that's
Nice.
absolutely genre specific.
All right, so the people that listen to this show, you've listened to an episode or two. It's metalheads, it's underground metalheads, it's slam, it's deathcore, it's death, it's war metal, it's everything in between. So the people that are unfamiliar with the southern gothic, with the folk punk, school us real quick. Give us just a real quick rundown.
Yeah. Well, to summarize it, I'd say southern gothic is headbanging banjo music. You know, so it's metal and everything except for the instrumentation. So like the lyrics are dark, the riffs are heavy, you can mosh to it, but you're probably wearing like boots in the pit.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I noticed on and we're gonna talk about this here in a minute. The banjo, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite instruments. I can't get a grasp on it. I tried playing one, and the finger picks really throw me.
Me too.
And so I did not get very far. But I have as I was saying earlier, I have a cigar box 3-string guitar that I play with a glass slide.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. We'll get into that kind of thing real quick, because I don't want to talk about it. This is about you. I actually bought a really cheap kit one for not very much money.
Uh-huh.
And when it came in, it wasn't a real cigar box. It was paper, like a cardboard kind of thing.
What?
So I was going to throw it away because it was like $25 and I was just going to toss it. And then I realized, well, wait a minute. The neck on this thing really isn't that bad. It's the body that's bad.
Yeah.
So I used to smoke. I guess I still do smoke cigars, just not that often. But I used to visit my local cigar shop and whatnot. And so I ended up going back, finding a cigar box, and I took the neck off of this, I guess, toy, right? And with a lot of modifications, it actually worked out, and it's playable with this neck. But I'm really big into especially the guitar cigar box. There's so much lore and really early American history behind all of that. And so when I heard Shot Heard Around the World and I heard the banjo,
hmm
I was instantly like I was locked in, and I think you at home you will be locked in as well. And if you don't believe me, you're about to find out. Let's jump in. We're gonna go into our first song. This is "Damn Near Dead" with "Shot Heard Around the World."
Once upon a moonlit sky, his broken heart walks into the night in her direction, his loaded weapon at his side. If he can't have her, then no one can. Looks in her eyes, pistol shaking in his hand. He pulls the trigger. First shot, he missed her, so he fires again. And she falls down to the ground as people gather around. And he says, you put a hole in my heart, baby, now I put a hole in yours. Your debt's been paid with this blood stain, shot heard around the world. And you put a hole in my heart, baby, now I've settled the score. With no regrets, I won't forget the shot heard around the world. She's wide awake, it's 3 a.m. He says he's out drinking with some friends, but she knows better. He's out with her again. In the darkness, she's waiting by the door. One loaded shotgun, she can't take it anymore. When he walks in, she looks at him once more. And she shoots him to the ground. Oh, look who's laughing now. And she says, you put a hole in my heart, baby, now I put a hole in yours. Your debt's been paid with this blood stain, shot heard around the world. And you put a hole in my heart, baby, now I've settled the score. With no regrets, I won't forget the shot heard around the world. You put a hole in my heart, baby, now I've put a hole in yours. Your debt's been paid with this blood stain, shot heard around the world. And you put a hole in my heart, baby, now I've settled the score. With no regrets, I won't forget the shot heard around. And you put a hole in my heart, baby, now I've put a hole in yours. Your debt's been paid with this blood stain, shot heard around the world. And you put a hole in my heart, baby, now I've settled the score. With no regrets, I won't forget the shot heard around the world.
So just before we started recording, I listened to "Shot Heard Around the World" just to kind of give myself a little refresher. Is that you on the banjo?
Yep. That's
Really?
that's me on everything. Actually, I played every instrument. My wife actually is doing harmonies in that track, I believe.
That was
Yeah.
that was a question I was going to ask, is who did the backing vocals?
Oh, yep.
Or
Yep.
yeah, I guess the harmony. That's your wife. She got a set of pipes on her. Hell yeah, good for
Oh
her.
yeah, she's really good.
Yeah, that's solid. It definitely, we were kind of talking earlier about like my preferred, which is outlaw country. I'm not a big country fan in general. I don't really listen to anything. Basically, if it came out after I was born, I probably don't listen to it. So I really get into like the old storytellers, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
me
I
too.
mean, hey, I don't dog on what people listen to, but like pop country to me, it's just not that's not for me.
Mhm.
There's not a story there. There's not an element of what's the word I'm looking for? I can't relate at
Right.
all when I listen to the lyrics. And with your band, there's a lot of relatability in the lyrics.
Mhm.
There's a lot of I think if you've lived any kind of a life, maybe with some trials and tribulations thrown in there, I think you'll be able to relate not just with this song, but just with the band in general, the music. It definitely has a vibe for people that have, well, more or less that have been through it.
Yeah.
And as somebody who has, I can really appreciate that. Uh, so when did the band form?
Um, well, we've had 2 or 3 iterations.
Mhm.
The current one we started about, I want to say 4 months ago after I moved to Kentucky.
Okay.
But before that, we were in St. Louis with a whole different lineup,
Mm.
and yeah, then one of us actually died. Our bass player, Knighton.
I'm sorry to hear that. Condolences.
Thanks, man. He was awesome. He he pulled his upright bass out of a dumpster. It was in 2
Wow.
pieces. Glued it back together, learned how to play it, and then
That's
competed in Battle of the Bands with us like a week later.
that is very cool.
Absolute legend. But
That is awesome.
yeah. Anyways, then I you know, drugs and being a general degenerate led to me going to rehab and all that. So that band fell apart.
Yeah.
And now I'm in Kentucky with a new lineup, and it's really really good. These boys are really good. I'm happy with the way it is now.
What's your geez, throw these guys some flowers. What's your current lineup?
All right, so we got Jeffrey Ward on the guitar, who
Mhm.
is he's gonna hate me saying this, but he's incredibly autistic, but in the best way. He's a genius, but he's also
Yeah.
just an idiot. Best guitar player I've ever heard in my life. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
our sweet baby Joe on the upright bass. He's a 22-year-old kid that I actually poached from a hardcore band here in Kentucky.
Really?
So
Was he
yeah,
playing the upright bass in the hardcore band?
no, he was playing
Oh,
like
'cause
a
that'd be fucking sick.
6-string down-tuned. I know that would be sick.
Yeah.
Um, but no, he came to one of my solo shows, and he was like, "Dude, I want to play with you." And I was like, "Can you play upright bass?" And he was like, "Not yet." And then so he
Yeah.
learned to
I'm
play
gonna
upright
figure
bass.
it out. Hell
Yeah, and
yeah.
he sure did. He's killing it now.
So that's really cool that you have a upright bass. I think it adds a special sprinkle onto
Yeah,
the damn near dead cake, if you will.
right.
That's some really cool shit. Who do you got on drums?
We don't have any drums right now. We had a guy.
Okay.
He turned out to be not a good fit. I don't want to talk shit on anybody, but
Yeah,
yeah, we
no, I get it.
we got rid of him.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. I know somebody who just did that. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. What about influences?
Oh yeah. Speaking of the old country, Johnny Cash, massive
Yeah,
influence on me.
yeah,
I
yeah,
adore Johnny Cash.
yeah. Same.
There's a little known band called Brownbird that I'm a huge fan of. They're Southern Gothic. If you're interested in listening to them, I recommend that.
Okay,
The
yeah,
Devil
definitely.
Makes Three, The Dead South, people like that.
Okay, cool. Hey, when
Yeah,
this ends, I always ask people and nobody ever does it. So if you remember or are inclined to, actually send me some of these links
absolutely.
because I always ask people. I had this punk rock band on, and they had all these local. Where the hell are they from? Oh, they're from Colorado too. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. And they were telling me about all these other Colorado bands. I'm like, bro, send me some stuff. I never heard anything. So yeah, if you are so inclined later on, over the weekend or the week, if you happen to remember, send some stuff that my way because I'd love to check that out.
Definitely. It was one of my favorite things. That's my love language, is sending people bands to listen to. So I'll probably send
Yeah,
it to you
that's
right after we're done here.
sure. I mean, that's why I did this show, man. Like, that's the whole point. Is I find these underground bands. I sit on Bandcamp or various Facebook pages,
Mhm.
Instagram, I just, I find some of these bands and I just want to tell my friends about it. And that's kind of how the show started, where I'd been doing that for years, sending people links and giving people like little 2-sentence reviews of what I thought. And then it kind of turned into like, oh, I wonder if people would be interested in listening to underground bands, like ones that I pick.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, show started in 2016. We did like between 9 and 12 episodes, I think. Then it died, and then yeah, show's now been going for it'll be 2 years in February, so that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I mean that's what this is about. Is just I find cool bands, or in certain circumstances, cool bands are brought to my attention, which is always awesome. So yeah, like I said, I will actually sit there and listen to the stuff people send. So if you have time, send some stuff my way, and I'll check it out.
Oh, yeah, I'll send you a few local bands. Well, there's a really good metal scene here in Louisville.
Oh, great!
I'm friends with a lot of them, and there's some really, really good ones. I'll send you.
Who do I know in Kentucky? Do you know a band by the name of Hazel?
No.
Okay, so it's a doom project. It's 2 people. It's a guy and his wife.
Ooh.
And they're really cool.
I'm just looking to write that down.
I'll send you a link. I think you'll really dig them, and they're in your neck of the woods.
Hell yeah.
So how long have you been playing live shows?
I want to say over a decade at least. It's hard to say because when I started doing this, I was heavily under the influence of various narcotics and stuff like that. So there's a large chunk of my life that's just a blur.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. All right, so you've been doing this for a hot minute. How long has the current configuration of Damn Near Dead? How long you guys been doing stuff?
It's been, I want to say 4 or 5 months now.
So you started doing live shows as soon as everybody clicked together?
No, I booked our first show before I hired the band.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
So you got everybody in a room and you said, you guys better be quick learners.
Yep. Do or die.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Very cool. Yeah, on your the Instagram page, I saw like some live stuff, photos and stuff, which is really cool. And we'll make sure that all that stuff is tagged so people can find you.
Oh yeah.
Well, since you've been doing it for long enough time, you can probably answer this one. Do you have any good live or possible tour stories? Some people have 100. If you have 100, just give me your best one. If you have like a couple, give me a couple.
Ooh, what would be my best one? I'm partial to doing when we did this was years ago, before Nighton passed. We did Battle of the Bands. We got through the first round, and moved on to the round 2, and then Nighton had passed in between those shows, so we got a new bass player, the great Dapper Dane. Shout out to Dane. I love him so much. He took these songs and he had like a day and a half to learn them all on an upright bass. Yeah. And we get on the stage to do our contest, and there's a meme. Well, there was a meme of him on the internet looking at his finger, and it's just busted open, gushing blood from playing these songs. And he's just like looking at it, completely distraught. And it just keeps playing, and there's blood all over his bass, and it was just the most metal thing.
Yeah, it's sick.
That was his introduction to the band. That's how he got started with us.
That is very cool. That is awesome. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do the super glue trick. Cover their finger and super glue and shake it, and it supposedly it's non-toxic, but don't do it and come and sue me because I didn't tell you to do that. I'm just saying I've maybe done it or maybe known somebody too who's done that.
I think I've heard that Stevie Ray Vaughan used to do that.
Yeah, anything that Stevie Ray Vaughan does is completely acceptable to me.
Right.
So go ahead and give that a shot. Just again, you didn't hear from me, you heard from Stevie Ray Vaughan, and
that's right.
Good luck suing him. Well, you'll get real far. Kind of touched on this earlier, but I want to get back to it. Your music, the really emotional lyrics, right? Again, I said it earlier. this is the kind of music that resonates with people that have been through it. And as you've said, your own admission, past issues with substances and things of that nature. And I feel like the people that have gone through that sort of thing, this is music that they can really nod their heads to. Not in terms of just the musical arrangements, but like you hear a song and you feel like the guy's talking directly to you.
Yeah.
Like you have the same experiences or at least very similar experiences. Walk me through a little bit, if you can, of like your lyric writing process.
It's honestly just my way of finding the truth, I guess, within me. Because being an addict, 80% of your life is a blatant lie. Like I would lie to everybody about everything all the time, even myself.
Yeah.
And so then when it came to songwriting, it was like it clicked. I was like, oh, on this piece of paper, I can be honest. I can, find authenticity. I can start figuring out what's real.
Sure. Yeah.
And I started like putting it to music, and then started showing it to people, and they responded really well. And then that helped me. So it was like a new high that I didn't know existed. In chasing that relentless authenticity, and then sharing it with people, is it's the whole reason. That's why we're called Damn Near Dead, is because it's music for people that are damn near dead, but not dead yet.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of when I heard the music, the band name made more sense, and that's exactly what I picked up on. And real quick, just in case anybody caught that, when I laughed, I wasn't laughing at Solomon. I was laughing with him because it's so relatable. What he was saying is it sounds word for word like something I would say. So the kind of music that you resonate with, the kind of music that makes sense to you, it's just something nice and refreshing to listen to. I mean, there's death metal and slam bands, and as much as I love that stuff and listen to it all the time, I can't relate to any of it, mostly because I can't understand the lyrics. So I definitely can't relate to it. But with music like this, and a lot of the country singers that I listen to. Oh, real quick, because it wouldn't be a real Black Tornado show if I didn't take a second and completely derail and talk about somebody far too famous that doesn't even need to be mentioned. But this is great news, people. Don't buy any of my stuff. I need you to support a family that's already loaded. But hear me out. So the Waylon Jennings estate went through and found tons of mixed and mastered, unreleased Waylon Jennings songs from the late 70s to the early 80s.
What?
The prime fucking time. So now what they're doing is they just released, as of this recording, it's like 3 weeks ago, they released the first album of 3. This album has 10 completely unheard, no AI bullshit, real Waylon, 10 unheard, unreleased Waylon Jennings songs. And I am fucking amped to order. I'm not even getting the CD. I'm going straight to the vinyl on this one. I cannot wait. Oh, I'm so amped. Unheard Waylon? Dude, that's sweet. I have like every Waylon Jennings album, and the dude put out like 50. So it's pretty awesome. Anyway, again, it would not be Black Tornado Podcast if I didn't completely derail and talk about something that has nothing to do with really anything we're talking about, other than the fact that I think if you like that outlaw country, that you'll like this folk punk. Obviously, if you're into the folk punk, Damn Near Dead, that's who you want to check out. See, it all circles.
Yeah. Tornado.
Circles. I like this guy. I also like that if you break your name down, it's Solo Man, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And it took me longer than I needed to put that together, and I went, I bet somebody said that to him once in his life. And if nobody has, well, then there you go. I did it just now.
Yep, you sure did.
Perfect. All right, let's jump into. You know what? We're gonna play the new single, and we're gonna come back and talk about it. This is Damn Near Dead with Devil's Diamonds.
say. But I met that devil in St. Louis yesterday, and he said, I've got just what you need to take those lonesome blues away. Well, he reached into his blackened soul and he pulled out something white. I'd never seen something so beautiful and bright. A diamond in the devil's hands. He told me I could name my prize. What did you say, Jeff? That old devil wasn't lying. Them old blues had gone away. He said, if you ever need your fix, just dial me. 666. Seems like only yesterday. Now I'm over twice my age. Well, the devil went down to Georgia. That's what people say. But I met that devil in St. Louis yesterday, and he said, I've got just what you need to take those lonesome blues away. Motherfucker.
I listen to and get sent a tremendous amount of music.
Mhm.
As of the year 2 wrap-up show, over 150 bands, will have been played and promoted on the Black Tornado podcast. Of those 150, there's probably 300, maybe even 400 more that I just listened to and I just never got around to putting on a show. Point is, I listened to, I would say 3 new bands a day. Try to. Some weekends, sometimes that'll go up to 5. Sometimes if I'm really in the zone, man, I listen to like 8, 10 new bands. Very rarely does a song end and I immediately replay it. I mean, it helps that the song isn't necessarily the longest song in the world. It's a relatively short song.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't matter. It's very rare that a song ends and I immediately go, I gotta hear that one more time. It's even rarer that after the second play, I turn my Laney bass head on and grab the 4-string and go, I gotta figure this out. So then by the 4th playthrough, I'm playing along with the song. Obviously not with the stand-up bass because I don't have one, but my pedal board arrangement, I can get some pretty decent sounds.
That's awesome.
And so that's pretty rare for me to find myself not only playing songs over and over. Funny enough, off the top of my head, and not just because of current company, but I want to say one of the last times that happened, that was a Dr. Nez song, was I think it was High Desert Lows.
Awesome.
Played that a few times through, and then I was like, I gotta try and figure this one out. So
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my long way of saying I really do enjoy that song.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Now this is a new single. When is this going to drop?
Yeah, this comes out on Halloween.
This comes out on Halloween. So
Yep.
for all of you time travelers who are looking at your calendars going, it's not Halloween, that's the perks of listening to the Black Tornado podcast. Occasionally you get to hear folk music before it comes out, folk punk music before it comes out. And this one, though, again, later in the weekend, the day, whatever, I'll dig deeper into the folk punk, the Southern Gothic. I don't know what I'd call this without knowing those titles. I could only tell you that I like it. To me, it's kind of gritty country.
Yeah.
guess-
This track's a lot less folk punk. I'd say this one's more along the lines of Southern Gothic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely borrows a lot from outlaw country. And that's what drew me to it when I first originally heard it. Because, well, you're aware of this. I get sent this music and I'm immediately told, hey, it's not a heavy metal band. And I'm thinking right away, like, nah, I'll probably pass on this, because Black Tornado, this will be like episode like 43 or 44, something like that. I really don't steer far away from heavy metal. I've played punk bands, I've played hardcore bands, I've played like, I guess what you'd call like new metal bands, like the rap lyrics with the heavy, right? So this is a little out of the wheelhouse. So before I hit play, I was thinking to myself, like, probably not, but let me just check it out because it was sent to me and it's only going to take a couple minutes. And I'm not bullshitting. I immediately fell in love with it.
Awesome.
I immediately thought it was absolutely fresh as fuck and said, 100%, this is a go. So if you're still listening to the show, that's what I said in the beginning, man. We've heard 2 songs now. I know by now if you're still sticking around, you're digging this stuff. It resonates with classic country that I kind of grew up with, the outlaw stuff, the guys that weren't taking any shit, that were living life on their own terms. And to hear that kind of music is still alive today in 2025, to me is just incredible, because I thought all that music died out basically before I was born. So thank you for re-sparking this, at least to me anyway, for re-sparking this specific style of music that I thought was long past over.
Oh yeah, it's still here, definitely still here.
That is awesome. All right, so single's going to come out in October. If you're listening to this show now, lucky you. Talk to me about what's the future hold. What are we doing next?
Well, we're working on an album.
Nice.
So that we're gonna kind of hibernate for the winter. Slow down on the live shows, get that done. And then we want to tour. That's the biggest. Like that's what we all want to do. We want to get in front of people, connect with people, talk to people, and hear their stories and just be out there.
Absolutely. So anytime somebody comes on, be it a band or a person or whatnot, I have to do my snooping, my research, and you have this logo, and it's like a twisted little smiley face, right?
Yep.
Now I saw you had a jersey with that.
Yeah.
Now you don't know this about me. The back of my closet's all jerseys, and I went, "That's quite a jersey." I imagine that's a custom-made job.
It is.
Yeah, that is quite a jersey. I like that. If you haven't seen that, is that on your personal page or is that on Damn Near Dead page?
It's probably on both.
Okay, well, go back to there. Okay, go to their Instagram, check out this jersey. That's quite a logo. Was that specifically designed for Damn Near Dead?
I designed that myself for me.
Okay.
It's a sigil. So you've got the X for one eye, which represents like the past, kind of the dark shit that you want to close off. And then the swirly other eye represents the future and like the openness of freedom, where you want to get to, And then the smiley face in the form of the stitches represents the scars and shit that you have to go through to get from one to the other.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, I like that. It reminds me of were you a comic book guy coming up? You read a lot of comics?
Not as much, no.
There was a comic named Evil Ernie. And Evil Ernie had a little button, and the button's name was Smiley, and the button would talk, and he was this evil little smiley button. And when I saw your design, it kind of made me think of Smiley, the psychotic killer button.
That is really cool. I have to look into that now.
Yeah, Evil Ernie, man, that's a great comic. Let's see here. Ooh, I'm gonna get to my favorite question. My favorite question. Sometimes I forget to ask my favorite question, and then I listen to the show later, and I'm angry. But I wrote it down. Favorite question. What is your favorite piece of gear? It could be anything. Any whatever you use for Damn Near Dead. Which favorite piece?
My guitar Leslie. She has been to both sides of the country.
Wow.
Been homeless with me. I bust with her. she's got a knife scar from somebody tried to come at me with a knife while I was busking.
Oh,
So she's got that scar. Yeah, she's a hollow body, double F cutout, blood red, just gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful girl. She's just
what,
yeah.
what's the make of the guitar?
Godin. It's Godin
Oh,
Fifth
it's a
Avenue.
golden. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
nice, nice. Hey, let's steer to that real quick. I wasn't planning on going here, but let's do it. Busking, man, that's
Yeah.
got to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's how I got started. That's how I learned to play guitar.
Really?
Yeah. I have come across a few times people who will bring entire drum kits out on like trailers. Nice drum
Wow.
kits too. And then
Yeah.
just play along to songs.
Okay.
You know, it's like that was always annoying, you know, because I'm out there with my acoustic guitar.
You're
You
getting
know.
drowned out.
Right. And I'm
Yeah.
hungry. Like I'm out here trying to make money. This guy's got a fucking $5,000 drum kit and a Bluetooth speaker that's worth more than his car.
See, yeah, that's where I'm kind of glad you said it because I wouldn't have taken the front on that. So this crust punk kid, I'm gonna go back to him, Kid New Orleans. This thing is beat up. This
Yep.
thing has, some old half peel band stickers on it, and the head stock is chipped, and there's no strap button where it should normally be because it broke and he had to put it in a new place. This thing was beat up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You could tell this thing has been with this kid for a very, very long time. Now, sometimes, like you just said, guy with the 5K drum kit, sometimes these guys come out and I think to myself, man, if you were really, and I don't mean to judge anybody, right? It's not what I'm here to do. But if you were really hurting, really hungry, really wanted a roof, you would sell your $5,000 instrument and you would get a $500 instrument, right?
Yeah.
Or a $250 instrument. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't go much lower than that because then the thing's not going to stay in tune. You're not going to serve a purpose. But yeah, if you got a 5K instrument, dude, you can sound pretty good with a $500 instrument.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes it makes you wonder. It's like it just makes you wonder sometimes. It makes you wonder if somebody's trying to pull one on you.
Or just, you know, who knows what people's motives are. But
Yeah, their motives could be I just don't want to go to work, so I'm going to do this instead.
yeah,
Or then I'm going to
you
go
know,
home to a house.
yeah, that I don't have to pay for because
Yeah.
daddy's paying for it.
Yeah, maybe I got a bunch of roommates, or maybe my old lady is the breadwinner, and I'm just doing this as a goof instead of doing something else.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, you being around these other musicians and whatnot, how's your local scene?
The local scene here is outstanding, I've got to say. Especially for metal and hardcore.
Nice.
There's so many great I mean, I don't know if you've heard of Knocked Loose.
Of course, come on.
Yeah. Well, they're from here.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually, the drummer Kevin owns a bar here called Wrong Side that we play at a lot. And I've met Kevin a few times. He's really, really cool guy. But yeah, we have an outstanding hardcore scene here. It's just
Hell yeah.
unbelievable.
Very cool. Yeah. When I was younger, when I was high school, a little bit into middle school, the local scene in my area was just massive. Every time you saw a group of 4 people walking around together, you almost knew instantly that was a band of some sort.
Yeah.
And now with the younger kids, I kind of feel like it's not so much. It's guys our age. I don't really see the 15, 16, 17s. But to be fair, earlier this year, I did do a show with a band out of, where are they out of? Indianapolis. And as we were recording, they told me that the 2 were graduating high school the following week.
Oh, that's so cool.
That ruled. That, was so fresh because I legitimately have the high school garage band kids hanging out on the podcast. That's what I
That's
want,
awesome. Oh yeah.
I mean, a bunch of dudes my age or older than me, that's awesome too, but everybody knows, everybody remembers hanging out in the buddies basement or garage or shed or whatever, and like that's what these kids are currently doing. I just thought that
Yeah.
was so fresh.
Oh yeah, got to keep that going.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, you go into Guitar Center to get a pack of strings, and it's like you see the kid, and he's working his way through "Sweet Child of Mine" or something,
Mhm.
and you just silently in your head, you just go, yeah, man. Like,
Yep.
I don't care if you miss every note right now. Like, keep it up, because you'll get there.
Oh yeah,
You know, and this
yeah,
could
a nod of
potentially-
respect.
Yeah, just for
Yeah.
trying,
Yep.
just for giving it the older college effort, and I think that's really something. What do I got? Here's a question. It's a question for you. This is a question I've never got to ask anybody before because I never knew anybody's manager. So you and I, we know the same person. Which is strange because we've never met. So for us to know the same person is odd. And people on Black Tornado, no. Sometimes people get nicknames on this show, although it's very uncommon. And this person's nickname is very simple. I simply call her the homie Chuck.
The homie Chuck.
The homie Chuck. So somehow, some way, the homie Chuck is your manager.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, isn't it a small, small world? Shouldn't we all be on the fucking Disney ride?
yeah.
What a small, small world. So, you gotta school me here. How
Well-
did the homie Chuck, who schooled me on Discord, end up being the manager? Solomon, Damn Near Dead Band.
Well, me and Chuck met in I think 2019. I want to say.
Okay. Okay.
Which was a very dark time for both of us.
Mm.
I was heavily addicted, and playing shows. She walked in with Kenny to a show I was playing, and I must have been 80 pounds, soaking wet at the time, hair in my face, just
Yeah.
walking death. And she sent Kenny up to talk to me because I guess she didn't want to talk to me. So me and Kenny exchanged information, and then I think later that night, I ended up calling her because I got into a fist fight with my guitar player at the time, and she had to come pick my unconscious body up out of a ditch and put me in her
Wow.
car, and took me to her house, got me sobered up, and then
Damn.
we've just
That
been,
is the sign of a homie, hence the nickname, the homie Chuck.
we've been pretty inseparable ever since. Yeah, she used to do ASL interpretations for us on live shows.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
She's just always been there, she's always managed me,
Yeah. So I guess from that, you meet this person and they're helping you, either pulling you out of a ditch or helping you get sober. So yeah, why the hell not have you help with the music?
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Again, it's a small, small world. It's not incredibly common. It would be different if you lived in my home state, and we probably know 25 of the. Even if we didn't know each other, we probably know 25 of the same people.
Mhm.
It's pretty uncommon that everybody lives everywhere else, and somehow all know. There's a connection between multiple people. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Chuck is very good at that, at connecting people and bringing people together. He's got a
That's
natural gift
what-
for it.
That's what homies do. Again, hence the name, the homie Chuck. The nicknames do not come lightly. They come with purpose. Let's wrap this boy up. We're gonna listen to one more song. This is Damn Near Dead with Mortal Man.
There's nothing wrong with a little blood beneath your fingernails, taste it on your tongue. There's nothing wrong with a little fun beneath a rusted blade behind a loaded gun. Behind a loaded gun. And there's nothing wrong with a little pain. Feel it in my bones, pump it through my veins. There's nothing wrong with my fucking brain. Just a little lost, a little bit insane. insane. There's nothing wrong with me, I don't need your medicine. I'll take what's left of me and try once again to speak the contents on my mind, the truth behind these eyes. I'm not afraid, not ashamed of who I am. I'm a mortal man. Give me the cure for a wicked man's blues. Something is missing, it's not working like before, and I don't know what to do. So tell me, doctor, what's the cure for a wicked man's blues? The contents on my mind, the truth behind these eyes. I'm not afraid, not ashamed. There's nothing wrong with me, I don't need your medicine. I'll take what's left of me and try once again to speak the contents on my mind, the truth behind these eyes. I'm not afraid, not ashamed of who I am. I'm a mortal man.
All right, and coming back from Mortal Man, that is a good track too. That's a little bit more. I don't think upbeat is the right word, but it's a little different than the first track. And I like that one too. I like that there's a little bit of variety with this band, while obviously still staying inside of the folk punk Southern Goth. See, and let you guys know where you need to be looking for the band.
So well, on all social medias, it's just Damn Near Dead, all lowercase, one word. On some of them, there's a 666 after it. So if we don't pop up,
I believe that's on the Instagram, correct?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
666 on the end.
Because getting domain names and all that. Oh, speaking of which, we have a website too. damnneardead.net.
Damnneardead.net. All right.
Yeah,
So we just got that.
.com was spoken for.
Right.
Yeah, and that's got all of our links and show dates. It's got the pre-save link for our first track coming out on Spotify. We're not on Spotify just yet.
Okay.
But if you look up on Spotify, Solomon Crow, spelled Solo Man Crow with an E at the end, all of those songs are songs that we play as Damn Near Dead.
Okay.
But I wrote and recorded those before I started the band. So
Gotcha.
if you want to listen to the tracks, that's where you can find those before they get taken down, because I'm not going to keep them up forever.
Gotcha. Yeah, you hear that, people? You get on this quick. As soon as this ends, get over there.
Yep. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. I think we got plugs figured out. What if somebody wants to contact you? Where do they go? Is there an email?
Yeah, it's damnneardead666@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Now everybody knows where to go to listen to music, to contact you. Maybe they want to put on a show. Maybe they need you guys on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
One day, the festival that'll probably never happen that I keep talking about, which is the Black Tornado Festival. One day, If that ever does happen, I will have to use that email and get in contact with you. You'll have to come play on the stage.
Absolutely, would be honored.
Yeah, that'll be a hoot. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up. Thank you to Solomon for coming on the show. Much
Thank you
appreciated.
for having me. Oh yeah, this was fun.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Thank you for bringing some unheard content. You know, I asked the man. I'll tell you this. I said, "Are you sure you want to play the single?" I said, "It's not Halloween. It will not be Halloween when it airs." And he goes, "Exclusive for the podcast."
Yep.
You know, and I appreciate that because not everybody brings me exclusives. People bring me scraps, but not Solomon here. Solo Man. Solo Man brings me the brand new stuff and says, "Here you go. This is just for you." So again, if you liked what you heard, get on the Instagram, get on the Facebook, get on whatever else is out there. Show this man Black Tornado love, likes, follows, tornado emojis in the comments sections, all that fun stuff. All right, we're going to take this one home. As always, I am your host, Adam. This is your home for underground metal and sometimes underground, folk and Southern Gothic and some other cool stuff. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care. Peace.
See ya.